Hi there, my name is Destini Moody, registered dietitian and board certified specialist in sports nutrition, and today I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to keep moving when you're at the office. Let's get started. Whenever I'm doing an assessment on a new client, I always ask, how many hours a day are you sitting? And normally people only think about when they're sitting at their 9 to 5, but you also need to think about when you're sitting at home. If you work a 9 to 5 job, and then you're sitting in your car or on the subway on the way home, and then when you get home you sit down on the couch and eat and watch TV until you fall asleep, then you're pretty much sitting all day long. And this is something to think about. Studies have shown that people who sit and stay sedentary for too many hours out of the day increase their risk of early death, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even depression. And even if you're an active person, if you're staying too sedentary throughout the day and only get up to do about 30 minutes of exercise, still staying moving, even when you're not doing intentional exercise, can reduce your risk of injury. However, for some of you listening that work office jobs, you know that sometimes keeping moving is better said than done. So let's get creative, and I'm going to give you 7 ways on how you can keep moving in the office. 1. Take walking meetings. If you need to hold a staff meeting or a sort of semi-informal meeting with only 1 or 2 other coworkers, consider asking them to take a walk. Take a walk around the office building or just take a walk around the block outdoors. Not only can the informal environment make the meeting a little bit more fun and maybe even stoke a little more conversation by giving some forward movement rather than everybody just sitting at a desk and yapping, but it can also just give yourself a little break from out of the stuffy office, and it can give you some sunlight to enjoy the day and break it up just a bit. 2. Take a walk to get your lunch or your coffee. Instead of having your food delivered to you or taking a quick bus, go out and get your food or coffee on foot. Not only will your body love you for that extra movement, but it can get your blood pumping and just give your brain a break from being stuck at your desk. And if you bring your meal prep to work, and ooh, I would be so proud of you if you did, consider taking a short walk to a section outside where you can eat it outdoors and enjoy some fresh air. 3. Take a long detour to the bathroom. If you're not in a rush and have a little extra time that day, do a little bit of an experiment. Try to find the bathroom that is the farthest away from your desk or even from your floor, and then consider taking the long way to get there. It'll be just an extra few minutes out of your day, and you can find that you get some extra steps in as well. 4. Take your conference or Zoom calls on foot. Okay, step into my confessional booth for a little bit. When you're sitting on a conference call and it's not your turn to speak and no one's even talking about anything that pertains to you, and you've got that phone on mute, you're sort of spinning around in your chair, scrolling through Instagram or TikTok if that's your flavor, and just waiting for somebody to call your name so you can hit unmute and pretend like you were listening the entire time. It's okay. You can tell me. If this is you, don't feel bad. Take advantage. Unless you need to be by your computer or you have a desk phone, it would be better suited for you to put some headphones on or for you to put that Zoom call on your phone and take a walk around the office, or better yet, take a walk around the block, just to get moving for a little bit instead of just being parked there when you could very easily move around. 5. Skip the email and go right for the face-to-face if you have a question. We've all had those days, or sometimes it's every day for some people, where we just don't have the energy to go all the way up 3 floors or go all the way across the office to somebody's cubicle just to ask them a really quick question. So we just settle for sending an email or a text message. But I would say, we just settle for sending a quick email or a text message. But every once in a while, or all the time, again, depending on how much time you have, it could be a benefit to you if you just go ahead and take that trek. Not only is this a work-related way that you can get in some extra steps, but it can help improve your relationship with your coworkers as well, if they feel like you came over just to see little old them. 6. Park as far away as you can. Whether it's parking your car on the very top of the parking garage when you work on the ground level, or it's picking the very, very back spot in the parking lot, parking far away from your office building is an ingenious way to literally force you to get some steps in. And this can be before the day has even started. 7, and my absolute favorite, take the stairs instead of the elevator. I mean, what more can I say? We all know it. We all think about it. We stand there at the elevator waiting for it seems like forever, and we look at the stairs and go, I should take the stairs today. And sometimes we do, but most times we don't. So not only think about it, but do it a lot more often, and your body will thank you for it. So what's Destiny's bottom line? Obviously, all these tips are contingent on where you work, how much spare time you have to actually implement these things, and whether or not you have an office building that allows you to go outside or if the weather allows. If you work from home, getting a standing desk or a walking treadmill, or even walking your pet outside whenever you have small breaks, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes, can make a big difference. So if any of these ideas sound doable to you, I recommend jotting it down on a Post-it note and putting it right on your monitor or wherever it is that you think that you'll spot it so that you don't forget it. This is the Athlete's Dietitian, signing off.